Seuraavana vuorossa ja viimeinen puhuja tänään Samuli Suokas, Lektor Consulting.
Kiitoksia. Mahtavaa olla viimeinen puhuja. Kaikki odottaa, että pääsee. Ja voitte päättää, onko mä nyt niin kuin se main event vai showstopperi. I'm going to do this in English. This is to support and cater for international customers. So I'm representing here now in this speech Lektor Consulting, Resources Finland, which is a long name that we got from the authorities. And we are a air traffic controllers training organization here in Finland, and we are offering these new types of training products for the market. And we're going to talk about the digital future of ATC training, air traffic control training. What's happening at the moment? Why do we need some sort of digitalization? Why do we need a new solution? Here's a couple of arguments. Training air traffic controllers is really expensive. It costs a lot. It's very resource-heavy operation to train an air traffic controller. And because it is so resource-heavy, there's not too many organizations who do it. So it's really hard to find a company or an organization that does ATC training. And lastly, and from my pedagogical background, the most important thing is because it's simply crap. The training has been designed and regulated by industry professionals. It is not at all designed by pedagogical experts. So it is really outdated. It is old-fashioned. What is a normal everyday thing in educational environment is really avant-garde in ATC training. And what is it? What is the resource heaviness? Where does it come from? Oh, this is one. We need the simulators. You need simulators to practice to become an air traffic controller. That's it. The air traffic controller's working environment is quite complex, and the simulator has to model that environment. So even the simulator is a complex system. The software that is needed is really expensive. There's not too many providers out there, so they know how to price it up. Tons of hardware. Currently, the simulators are huge. You need tons of screens. You need big facilities to house it. You need this sort of aeronautica arena size complex to run air traffic control training. That's a bit of exaggeration. But anyway, you need tons of hardware, tons of software, and tons of facilities. You need big room. Here's a couple of real-life examples. The one here on the left is from Sweden, where they have a big, massive hall where they can house the training. Here's one. This is from Switzerland, a place where I used to do training as well back in the day, where they had to, you see this sort of a projector installment and mirrors, which they tried to make a big thing in a small space. Really expensive. And that price goes to the customer. Another thing, the technical setup. You need tons of computers. You need to set them up. You need to connect them. There needs to be a network, servers, what have you. Really complex. You need specialized personnel to run it and maintain it and make sure it doesn't break. What is the solution? We want to get rid of these sort of old-fashioned simulators. And the solution, of course, like you might have guessed it, is digital. So we want to take the ATC basic training and take it out of the academies. We want to get rid of the classrooms. They are not needed. We can do everything online. So we take it from the academies, put it on learners' devices, laptops, tablets, even on the phones, where you have all the learning content and also a simulator that we can run on a mobile device. That's quite a revolutionary idea, which is not done before. The disruptive approach that we have taken to provide this is that we are saying that we want to remove the instructor from air traffic controller's basic training whatsoever. We take it out. We don't need an instructor at all when we have a good, properly designed solution for it. We want to make ATC training more available. We don't want it to be hard to find. We want it to be available on the App Store. You know, it has to be as easy as that, that you can buy a course and do it on your own time, at your own pace, with a reasonable price, of course. And that's why we need to really focus on the technical solution. Use all the technical advances that we can. So we really want to pump up the tech. No more huge simulators. Put everything in a smart simulator that you can carry even in your pocket. Light and agile. It has to be student and data driven. And using, again, existing technology. We don't need to actually reinvent the wheel. All the technology is available. Here's actually a couple of examples from what we have available at the moment. This is our instructor simulator, and this is a prototype from that sort of smart solution simulator that we've been developing. We're going to use voice recognition. We don't need pilots anymore to run these exercises. The system understands the voice commands. It gives standard feedback, standard readback. It executes the commands as intended. We use artificial intelligence on these exercises and this solution. There's tons and tons of data that you can take out from an air traffic control exercise. And that data can be analyzed and then presented to the student and to the learner in a way that it really shows that this is where you need to improve and here are your strong points. And you can really show the learning and the trends for the student. So there's actually in the basic training, all of the instructor's tasks can be replaced by artificial intelligence because we can have a system that actually guides and supports the student even on the exercise. It can say that, okay, hey, mind this, take care of this, watch this sort of thing. Just like a human instructor would as well. Why Lektor is good to do this? What do we bring? What are our ingredients for the success? We have the correct competence. So we want to combine the industry expertise. So we have air traffic control expertise and also pedagogical skill sets. So we have educational professionals at Lektor, and we combine these. We are already in the market with online brand. All our courses are available online. No course needs to be taken in classroom. We are small. We are quick. We are not these dinosaur, huge organizations like the ANSPs at least used to be. So we are not tied to anybody. So we can move freely and independently. We don't have those big customers that drive all the business decisions. And we want to say that we also know what we're talking about and we walk the talk. We understand the current learner. We have been working, even me personally, I've been working in ATC training for way over a decade. So I know what the learners are like. I know what they prefer, how they want to learn. And this is something that the current educational ATC training system hasn't really adapted to, the way the today's learners want to learn. This is good business, by the way. So this is the one for investors, you know. If somebody wants to get along, it's about 300 million euro annual business. If we are taking only Europe and Middle East, which could be a good target, that's about half of the value of that business. There is about 5,000 ATCOs who are trained every year, we can use this, this product to, of course, use as a full course. So whoever gets the training, this is a certified training. It could be part of the selection test. Whenever somebody wants to become an ATCO, air traffic controller, that is part of the selection process. Okay, do the basic training. There you go. If you've done it, we like you. It can also work as a prep course for students. Somebody who thinks that I would like to even apply to become an air traffic controller. It works for that as well. And we've also explored an idea that we could use it as a part of an optional study packages in college level. I mean this ammattikorkeakoulu level, which provides a whole new audience and customer base for this training. So there's actually quite good money there. Our roadmap at the moment, we are now here. We've been developing this basic simulator with Kajani AMK. And we actually have the end meeting for that project is tomorrow. So the prototype is now finished. Our next steps are getting upgraded to get a certification for basic training from, to get the approval to do basic training. And we need that from the authorities, Traficom. And then we need to virtualize all the content, set up the platform where we run these trainings, and then grow and ramp up. So at the moment, we are looking for fundings so that we can start and keep on developing this prototype, which we have now ready. So we want to start demoing it. We want to start presenting it to the customers as soon as possible. And we want to take it all the way. It's still a prototype, so it has to be further developed to become a proper product that we can use and certify as training tool. So my name is Samuli. Please, of course, now everybody's going to go to the flight show. What I'll do, I'm going to leave a couple of my business cards over there on the reception desk. So grab one, give me a call, send me an email, and let's talk. This is a really interesting opportunity, and I'm sure this will become, this is the future. Digital training, online training, that's where it's going. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samuli. I've been actually doing those pseudo-pilot things that the pilots are sitting in a room,
Yep.
piloting, guiding through the traffic, and getting through. We call them the caves.
Okay, yeah.
Huge.
So it's bad news for you because we don't need you. We don't need you anymore.
That's all right. I moved into the planes now, so I'm fine.
Great.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
Hei, kiitos Samuli, kiitos kaikki muut huikeat puhujat.